guess I could do a late stream. Let's play this fucking game. That character because that's what I got. Of course, email telling me that my stream's up. Why do I get emails saying that my stream's up? I will never know why. It now emails me when my stream goes up. I don't think it's YouTube's new update or something. I don't like it. Anyone that watches the beginning of this, sorry. And excuse my sniffling, I'm still stuffed up. Level 30. Oh yeah, I'm level 32 and I just got here to do the quests, playing the Barbarian DPS. Because why not? Actually, this one's not in my guild. I think I have it purposely set that way. These for my quests. Slay 10 Hellfire Warlocks. And talk to an agent. Oh. I'm gonna be going back and forth. Like every fucking quest. Fuck. I like that I called the stream talk shit and play video games. Mainly I do talk shit and play video games. That's the whole point of it. But, okay, grab that. Shit. Okay, Battle Rage. And I'll be honest, I still remember before the overhaul with the skill, I still hate the skill tree now. It's not even a skill tree. I hate this. It used to be different. I hate it. Previous times I played this game before the Under the Mountain update, this was called Great Weapon Fighter. And, and there were skill trees. Now it's just get your powers. There's no ranks. I hate it. Because you could have made a super powerful character if you played long enough. Now it's just, it's all gear based. And hoping that you have the right build and the right combos. They had the mainstream of it. At least it made the paladin nerf, but still the only reason the paladin was the greatest. So the Oathbound Paladin, not Paladin. Paladin is what they call it here. It was Oathbound Paladin in before the update or overhaul update. Because if you set it up, you could get like double. You could double your health with temporary hit points. Then you could get shields on top of your hit points. So you had like 3 bars of life, which made it possible to solo everything. Especially if you were doing the campaign areas. But now it's, you gotta build up your gear. It's like, fuck you. Build up your gear, then you can play. Which takes forever. Especially if you're free to play and can't buy loot boxes that can give you the shit you might need. Because everything you need is in a random ass box that you can either get from a dungeon, and then you have to build up from each dungeon and hope that you're all set. Or be part of a guild and hope that they get you all set. But even then, kind of screwed. because you'll be working and grinding just to get it, only for another update to turn that obsolete, and then you have to do it again. I would be playing Monster Hunter, but I'm kind of still mad at that game a little bit right now, because there was one mission that I got so close to beating, and I got so fucking pissed that my keyboard's missing a few keys. Oh, well, I guess I fucked that one up. Where are some more imps? I need to kill some imps. Oh, well, I was waiting. Kill these guys. Still have that Oathbound Paladin. They even changed up how you get your... because you can't even roll your stats anymore. Like when you make a character, you can't roll for... you can't hit a button to re-roll the stats, which shuffles up the numbers that you start with as your attribute scores. It's now set. Once you pick a class, your attributes are set in stone before you even get the... and it's a set amount. It's not random, it's always set now, which I hate, because before the overhaul you could press square to keep re-rolling, and if you were lucky you got one of the primary, if like you're somewhat lucky, the primary stat you want gets like an 18, which is the highest score without a +2, but something might get lower than a non-secondary, and or you get extreme lucky and get an 18 and maybe 2 of them, or an 18 and 1 and 16s and the others. But no, and now it's everything is set in stone once you pick a class. You can't re-roll, you can't customize it before you start playing. Like right here, like right here, I have an 18. An 18 would have been my... no, it would have been 19. 18 would have been my strength. About 18, 19 would be my strength. And all the other stats were set that way before I could even... there was no option to re-roll them. It was that every time I picked this picked the class. So now all your attribute scores are based on your class, for sure. Your class now completely determines your ability scores. So it's definitely mainstreamed so that it's, and I air quote, easier. But it just makes certain things more confusing. Makes things more confusing and non-customizable. I guess it speeds certain things up, but it was better when you had to read, you had a way to adapt and slowly build up your playstyle, pick the powers and put more power into the ones that you actually use, instead of wasting points. That sort of deal. Liked it the other way. What was the other thing? Oh yeah, apparently, after watching a couple videos here and there, and apparently there's a demo for it, but I heard it's bad. Contra Hardcore? Yeah, it's called Contra Hardcorps. That new Contra game, I heard it's bad. Found out, I'm getting signals that it's bad. All I got to say is Konami is not Konami. Well, they are Konami, but they're not Konami. They used to be a good company, now it's like they're a joke. They're now gonna run Contra into the ground, just like they did with Metal Gear. They're gonna run it into the ground and it's not going to be Contra. They're going to run Castlevania. I think they've already did that. They already ran Castlevania with like the newest games that they ever came out with, not counting the re-releases and classic collections. They ran that to the ground, I believe, and Bloodstained came out and proved that what Konami was doing with Castlevania, with their newest games, was horrible. And yeah, more or less, Konami's just fucking up. Needless to say, Konami's just fucking up. That's all that could really be said. Is Konami is just fucking it up. Don't mean to talk shit, but they're kind of fucking it up. Just like how EA is fucking up certain games. Especially since, I will say, games are starting to get, especially paid for games, some of them, it seems like a few of them are too heavy on a certain mechanic. Like, for instance, fucking EA games are, I'm pretty sure all EA games are going to be like this, but they're all going to be super heavy on loot boxes and hiding all the good stuff that you want to have access to into the loot boxes that you have to pay for. I mean, if it was a free-to-play game, like Warface, I could understand. You have to buy the loot boxes for a chance to get the good stuff. It also gives them a chance to make some money to put more stuff in the game. And then later down the road, make it so that you can buy whatever it is you're trying to go for as standalone, but more expensive than the loot box. But not after it stays in the loot box for a bit. But that's a free-to-play. But that's for a fucking free-to-play game. Then you also got like then you got like games that fucking, like GTA. I will say GTA is a grindy game where you have to, or this game for instance, but this one's free to play, so I can understand it. You get the games that are like GTA and Red Dead Online, GTA Online and Red Dead Online, where in order to get something you have to grind for an hour or days to get money, in-game currency. And then after maybe a month, a week, or maybe even a month of playing the game, you finally get enough for it, and then you buy it, or unlock whatever it is you're trying to unlock. But at the same time, they keep advertising and giving, and you have always that option just sitting right in the menus, right in your reaches, an option to make a microtransaction or pay to get a little boost. Like GTA, you could buy more GTA cash or those shark cards that give you GTA money so you'd have money that you could get with real money so that you could quickly get something. But or Red Dead Online's Gold, which allows you to unlock certain things quickly or get certain cosmetics that otherwise you could probably just play the game and grind for it for free and then earn it. But it takes a lot longer than it would if you just simply buy it with real money. I get it that it supports the game more if you do it that way, but every game, and I swear every game type and game company is going to have its thing. Like, some games will have the infamous loot boxes, where loot boxes where some free-to-play games hide the powerful weapons or pay-to-win weapons inside only the boxes so they can get you to spin it more, so that you could pay them more money. I mean, I get it. It'll help support the game and everything. I can understand Warface. It's a free-to-play game, and it costs money to keep their servers and everything up and running, so they need the loot boxes to support it. That's where I would say it's okay. It's a free-to-play. There's bound to be some pay-to-win and some things that you have to pay money for. You don't have to pay money for it, but you could, and it'll support the game. But then you got pay-to-play games where you shouldn't make all the to-win stuff in the loot boxes and everything, or make people pay you even more just to play your game. Because buying the game once should be enough for them to just pick up and play, continue playing, not get stuck behind something. But and so, as far as I know, Konami's just fucking up their trying to... I don't know what Konami's trying to do. I just know EA's heavy on loot boxes and becoming more of a joke. Well, some games on EA... Yeah, EA, for the most part, most of EA games, I think, have a loot box system that you have to pay money just to get good stuff in. Fucking Battlefront 2. The new Battlefront 2 of the 2018 era or whatever. Whichever year it came out. That was super heavy on the loot box. Get a certain power card to be super powerful. Technically, GTA has loot boxes too because of the casino slot machines. Technically, a loot box is a slot machine, so if you think about it, there's just a chance that you get something good out of it, such as winning a whole bunch of chips to turn into cash to get a quick unlock. But you're also risking. The thing is, you're risking money and stuff. You're risking your in-game currency or real money, depending on how you acquired the chips, to play the casino games. To where if you lose money and have to go earn some more and then try again for a quick, faster shot at money. I remember winning 1,000,000 chips and then gambling it all away. GTA's casino upgrade. Motherfuckers. I do know that this character is not in a guild. Or in my guild, but I have it that way for a reason. It's so in case the time comes, if some fucking, because I don't think it's gonna happen, but just in case it does, if some other guild invites me into their roster, I might join it, might not join it, but if I join it, I'll be able to see how their guild runs. Sit around in it for a few, then eventually it's leave. Sometimes you just gotta bounce from guild to guild. opinion, that's how it works. Just got a shiver. So I think I gotta kill Zealots. Yeah, I think I gotta kill Zealots. It's not Warlocks. I think it's Zealots. Branded Zealots. Yeah. Oh, it's because I gotta get those. Okay, is that like enough? No, I need to kill like one more. Gotta kill like one more guy. Fuck. Well, there's something. Maybe I should stop dropping anymore. They really reworked how regenerating your health works too. Because now you heal it. You heal as if you were near the campfire before the overhaul. And it's weird. Because it used to be the amount you regenerate outside of combat only happened if you were at a campfire. But while out on the field, if your equipment had regen, or if you sat out of combat, it was like very minimal regenerative. Or regeneration, very minimal. And you very slowly got your health back. Now it's like, feels like you could just sit at a campfire and you get your health back as if you were like that. The 2600, I don't have regeneration skill or I don't think I have a regeneration buff. +1 to, yeah, I don't even have all status effects. Right. Character sheet. Like, do I have anything there that gives me where's my regeneration? That's recharge speed. That's what it's not what I need. Second screen, don't need that right there. But yeah, I don't have anything that should give me regen. And none of my armors gives me regen. Stamina regeneration. That I can understand because it's literally my energy to do the sprint. So I shouldn't even be regenerating outside of combat. Unless I'm next to a campfire. I have +1 to all my ability scores for standing next to a campfire. I understand that. I shouldn't be restoring 2,800 hit points outside of combat. Because I'm not next to a campfire. I'm not at a campfire. But now you could just heal up when you're outside of combat. They changed so much shit that you have to in a way, it kind of makes potions even way more useless unless you use them outside of combat. And they offer a way to get like the stones of health. You could literally just constantly make new characters and constantly get stones of health. They literally give you a stone of health pretty much early on. What does it do? A full heal. So, in other words, if you have the stone of health, you have a full heal at the ready at any time. Another thing I have for fast healing while in combat is the Paladin artifact, which what I got before the fucking overhaul update.
You fight well.
Where they redid everything. I still hate that they redid everything and changed up how you play the game. Technically, you have to change how you play the game because everything's not. There's different powers. There's different everything. Like the tank, the sword and shield guy, which is now called the fighter, straight up the fighter, and the paladin have different move sets completely. Almost completely different movesets. There's some that are still the same, but there's different moves, and moves that I used to use are now gone. And now I have to use different moves and relearn how to play my character class. Which is why I made another fighter, so I could go through it and relearn my class. It's kind of stupid. It is kind of stupid to see a class that I knew how to play or used to know how to play change way too much to where you have to completely relearn it. To a point where I went to relearn it from the ground up. By making another character. That's how bad it was. That's how much of a change. Give me all these. Okay. I should go over to.
We have a bounty.
Yeah. You got a bounty. Blah 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 blah. We got 13 of these bitches. Look at that. It says the one I have on is recommended, but I think it's for the armor penetration is why, because I want to be able to do damage because I'm a damage class. Not to mention, yeah, the armor penetration's better, which lets me deal better damage. This one gives me combat advantage. Better combat advantage. Better deflection. What do these give? Defense and armor penetration. Don't know. Let's buy one of these and see what I get. Okay, where's it? There's a restoring belt. It's definitely better than my current belt, but I need to be level 34, which is in one level. A bit low, really. This character's probably not going to get invited to a guild because DPS are a dime a dozen. But hey, who cares? because I remember playing this game, trying not to join guilds, or stay away from them, stay ungilded. It becomes a pain, because then you get guild invite, guild invite, guild invite, guild invite, guild invite. When you're certain classes, they just bombard you with the guild invites. Especially when you go to play as a healer. They changed the healer up too. Like if Striven were to play this game, he'd have to relearn how to play his healer, his cleric. Got like 90% of this next bar full. I still don't understand why I'm restoring 2,000 hit points. Not at a campfire, but hey, they changed so much fucking shit, nothing will cease to surprise me. Go to fight level 80 boss as a level 33, beat the boss in one shot. Because some magical crit bullshit. Then I was surprised. What can happen there? Not to mention they added stats and added differences to stats like crit avoidance and crit radiant. And combined radiant. I like how games have like thousands and thousands of points to put in stuff, but what you really need is like just it'd be cool if everything was just like RuneScape, where everything is like like dealing 5 points of damage was quite decent early. Like at low level, if you dealt 5 damage, that was a lot of damage, because at start you had 10 hit points, 10 HP. You took a hit, and you took 1 point, that's 10% of your health gone. Then they updated it to where you have 100 at the start at level 10 hit point level. And you could get, and essentially, they added decimals to your hits. So now it's like, oh, you deal 5 damage, that's just half a point. That's not much. Then they apparently updated it again to where it's now called life points, and you start with 1,000 at level 10 hit points, which is your starting level of hit points, and you get 100 points for every level up into it. So now it's dealing 100 damage is not as cool anymore. It's just, if you're not dealing at least 100, you're doing something wrong. Or you're not strong enough yet. You need to get... It's like, fuck. There's been too many fucking changes. Actually, I would like to see, I believe Jagex makes RuneScape, right? I honestly would like to see them make a RuneScape for console. I would like to see how that would go. If you're a PlayStation Plus member, you're automatically a members player or whatever. Or if you have to, offer a membership thing on console that you can pay through the PlayStation Store, which makes them money and gets them more money, but they'll have more of an audience to reach through. obviously add an icon saying that it is recommended to play with keyboard and mouse. And stuff. Even if it's only old school RuneScape. I'd fucking hell play as that. I'd totally play it. Hell, that'd be something that you just want a year of membership and just constantly play RuneScape and make videos on it on the PlayStation. So I gotta return to Brother whoever the fuck. Well, there's my level. Where's that belt? Equip the belt. Oh, I'm level 34. Do I got a new power? Yeah, hidden daggers. Magnitude 100. You gain the effect of surprise attack and deal additional physical damage after your next attack. Magnitude 200. Let's put that on square. Because I don't know how that'll work. So it's like a back AoE. So I could dash into them, then back. Okay. That's how that works. I remember using that a bit. Squares my dash into them. Which I then can do that. Back away. I'd say it needs a better cooldown though. Or I need to get a better fucking attack that deals better hit and better multi-hit. Turned up brother Theo Sada. Oh fuck, I forgot. I need to go all the way back here to talk to this one guy for the body blessings that I did earlier. Shit. I always do this. I feel like the movement speed of this character is better compared to my other ones. A bit. Well, the animation was sped up. Yeah, so many fucking dead. Okay, now we go back to go do the Underscar. So I'll end the stream like maybe 5:50. Because those daggers just give me a quick buff to my next strike. If anything. They changed so many things. But it's been a while playing another class, which I think Barbarian was the first class I really played. So, giving Barbarian a chance like I did when I first played Cloud Strife the motherfucker. Because why not? Swing a weapon, bitch. Of course, rogue. The hell are those guys doing outside the damn thing? Okay, so run! The devils are coming. Oh, I see. The next strike it makes it so that the next strike adds bonus damage. Next strike. Thank you, companion, for giving me combat advantage. See. Then I do that. Do that. Okay, so I only recovered the actual powers initial hit, not the bonus damage that gets applied. Yeah, that dagger move's not doing much. But it gives bonus damage to my next strike. Which I can easily follow up with that. That'll hurt so I can whack these fuckers. Actually, maybe I should change. Swap those. Because that gives me back HP. But I want to be able to dish out some damage. Because this can be instant, it slows them for 6 seconds. What's my next one? Roar. Building rage for every one hit. It stuns them. Okay. And builds rage. Frenzy, that's the one I want. So I need to hit level 53. Then there's Battle Fury. Then there's X. Never. Oh, that's level 74. I'd have to play the Under the Mountain shit for that power. Wait, what was the other power? That Relentless Slash. Oh, I forgot I had that fucking power. Relentless Slash. So it hits multiple times. Now I gotta wait for my health to fill back up. Or drink potions to make it faster so I can keep going. Because they made it weird that way. So this is great for an arc attack. So, what exactly does that power do? Increases damage dealt by 5 for delivers a twofold attack to enemies in a cone before you, dealing physical damage with each hit. Increases damage by 5% for 12 seconds. Okay. Now I know. Use that and then attack with other moves. So, then do all this. It's all about buffs. If you have ways to buff your attack damage, go for it. Always go for it. Especially if it's enough of a buff. Well, no, the term would be synergy and shit. That like combo moves and shit. That work best with the situation. If I recall, a friend of mine told me that Yu-Gi-Oh's changed even more from since when I quit. Now they have it to where it's a rule where you're only allowed one extra deck zone monster now. So you can only have like one fusion or one synchro or one Xyz. You can't have more than one. That is from extra. You can only have one. That's it. If you try to put more than one, then you automatically like lose or some shit. Or it's cheating. I swear, things get changed a lot for the stupider. Like when they brought, I think when they brought out pendulums and I quit, and now there's a thing called Link Monster Dimension, whatever the fucks, with this weird triangle shit. Some things are just never meant to be understood. Where is... Jesus. I'm almost level 35. 5. It's 5:40. I'll finish this dungeon and then be done with the stream. It's a short stream. Late night stream. Another reason I keep playing this is for my Pathfinder campaign for slight few ideas. Okay, let's fight this fucker. Wow. I swear some of this is like you need that health stone now. Or to be the right class. They changed so much shit that used to be a lot more simple. But then again, changed a lot of stuff. Color of command. That. I got 8 minutes. Fuck. No one's gonna see this anyway. Actually, they might stumble across it. Oh, I've seen there's a fucking, what was it, there's a game, River City Girls, which looks like a good game. Kinda wanna get it. Not gonna lie, kinda wanna get it. Cause, if I recall, it's River City Ransom and Scott Pilgrim. And I love it. I've never played really River City Ransom. I know it's an NES classic, but I played the hell out of Scott Pilgrim. I loved that. I'm thinking that the River City Girls, just based on what I've seen, is pretty much that. I would like to play it. Well, I'm going the wrong fucking way. Shows how tired I am. 'Cause I'm like almost 15, around 15 minutes I have to go do stuff. And then, after doing stuff, sleep. Because I stayed up all night again. Watching YouTube. So my sleep schedule is now fucked. Okay, let's get over here. Well, look at you, Mr. Moneybags, with your goddamn unicorn. Let's grab this. I don't want to buy injury kits. Oh yeah, these fucking potions are fucking... Regen potions are jokes, but these were, the defense one were great. Because you get just for a few minutes, get a bonus. Yeah, by 10. One for if I want to increase my power. And my defense. Usually it's defense. And with that, I'm gonna end my stream here. So that's it for the late night stream. Hope you enjoyed.